Good morning. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Welcome back to Fit with Wit for the new year. I am so excited about today's video because today I'm going to be talking about a few of the unhealthy habits that I have kicked to the curb, okay? I have found, unfortunately, that it is so much easier to form a bad habit than it is to break that bad habit. So today I want to talk about a few of the bad habits that I have broken. We said our goodbyes. They were unhealthy both physically and mentally. And let me just tell you up front, breaking a bad habit, it takes time. I did not break any of these habits overnight. I worked on them relentlessly over and over again until we said our final goodbyes. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and never forget to subscribe so you never miss a fit tip with Wit again. Without further ado, let's jump in to the bad habits that I have kicked to the curb. You may be wondering, Whitney, first of all, why is your camera crooked? I don't know, let me fix that. One thing that I used to really struggle with was the scale. The scale can often be very discouraging and very bad for your mental health, especially if it is becoming an obsession, which is what it used to be for me. Every single morning I would wake up and I would go straight to the scale and see what my current weight was. Well, you know, that is a very unhealthy habit because I was so fixated on the numbers on the scale rather than how I was looking in the mirror. A couple years ago, I made the transition from weighing myself every single day to taking progress photos instead. Taking progress photos once a month and comparing those photos and seeing the actual progress you are making, not the numbers on the scale. The minute I started comparing my 1 month to 6 month progress photos, even though the scale had not changed, I was a little shook. I was a little shaken up. This January marks my 2-year date of not weighing myself. I have not weighed myself in 2 years. So if you are finding that the scale is becoming an obsession, if you are waking up and the first thing you do is come to the bathroom and weigh yourself, I really encourage you to ditch the scale. Now, if you do not have an unhealthy relationship with the scale, then that's totally a-okay. Continue on with what works best for you. The scale did not work for me. It was very discouraging. If the scale works for you, keep at it. If you're anything like me and it was becoming an obsession, I totally encourage to scale it back just a little bit. Get it? Scale it back. This is going to be a very slow transition. Instead of weighing yourself every single day, maybe scale back to once a week, and then once a month, and then once every 3 months. And if you're anything like me, I just ditched the thing. I was like, see ya, peace, love, and blessings to ya. One of the biggest unhealthy habit that I had, okay, that would be drinking my calories. I used to love Coca-Cola, Gatorade, juices that on the bottle, they tell you that they're healthy for you, but in reality, they have over 100 grams of sugar. The issue with a lot of these drinks is they are very high in calories. And as you transition into a healthy lifestyle, I really want you to pay more attention to the labels and what you are consuming, especially when it comes to drinks. So this 12-ounce can of Sprite has 140 calories. So let's just say you're eating 2,000 calories a day. 12 ounces of liquid just took up 140 of those calories. Calories aside, because I know a lot of people don't count calories, they count macros, so protein, fat, carb, 38 grams of carbs. 38 grams of carbs. And on top of that, it has 38 grams of sugar. I used to drink a large Coke in a styrofoam cup from McDonald's probably 2 to 3 times a day. Those calories and carbs and sugar, they add up so fast. And if you are trying to live a healthy lifestyle, I cannot encourage you enough to stay away from drinks like this. Soda was one of the hardest addictions. Okay, I'm gonna call it an addiction. But there are things that you can do to slowly transition your way off of soda. Start paying attention to the labels. Something that I really love is sparkling water. At first I hated it, but flavored sparkling water? Phenomenal. This can has 8 calories, 2 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of sugar. 0 sugar added. Whole lot of sugar added? 0 sugar added. Even making the transition from soda to a diet soda is a huge step in the right direction. I will never tell you that Monster is good for you, okay? I'm gonna say it's Probably not. But this does have 0 calories, 2 grams of carbs, 0 sugars, and 0 protein. So just making the step from this to this will make a huge difference. All I'm saying is I would much rather eat my calories than drink my calories. So I strongly encourage you to start looking at labels, pay close attention to the carbs and the sugar and the calories that are in these drinks that are labeled as healthy that probably aren't very healthy for you. I just finished a very mediocre workout, and if you would have asked me a few years ago how I was feeling about that, on the inside, I'd be beating myself up. I used to feel so much guilt if I missed a workout or I messed up my clean, perfect eating, or if I made it to the gym and had a crap workout like I did today. So the unhealthy habit that I learned, and it took a very long time to learn and let go of that guilt, is to not feel so guilty or beat myself up or be so hard on myself if I missed a workout or if things didn't go as they should. I am not perfect. Living a healthy lifestyle does not mean you need to be perfect. If you mess up and you have an entire bag of Sour Patch watermelons in one sitting, I've been there and it's okay. I want you to learn to let go of that guilt, pick yourself up and do better tomorrow. I always say tomorrow will be better. Listen, that's what I'm telling myself right now because that was not a good workout. But tomorrow's workout, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna kill it. If you missed your workout today, don't worry, hit it hard tomorrow. Let's just say maybe you drove through the Taco Bell fast food for lunch today. It's okay, let it go. Keep the past in the past, but do better on your next meal. This is definitely one of the hardest unhealthy habits for me to kick. Truly, if I missed one workout, it was like the entire world was ending. And I just feel like maybe that's a little bit absurd. You will not lose any of the progress that you have made by missing one workout. If you deal with a lot of self-guilt, I really encourage you to break that bad and unhealthy habit. Now this actually leads me into my next unhealthy habit that I kicked, and that was overcompensating for when I made a mistake. That goes hand in hand with this guilt. You feel all this guilt for missing a workout or not eating healthy, and then you overcompensate. Now these are two separate, very unhealthy habits that go hand in hand. After you've learned to let go of the guilt, I also need you to learn to not overcompensate for when you make a mistake, which is so easy to do. If you miss a workout, that doesn't mean that you need to do 2 workouts the next day. All you need to do is get back into your routine, your daily routine, eating good, hitting the gym. You don't need to push yourself to these extremes to overcompensate for the mistakes that you did make. This is such an unhealthy habit. You're gonna push yourself too hard. You're gonna burn out super quickly. That is my 4th unhealthy habit I had to kick. Not overcompensating for when I make a mistake. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, look at you. You're so handsome. Made it home from the gym. It is now time to go over my 5th and final for just this video because I have so many of these. We could do a second edition of this video. You let me know. Let's move in to my 5th unhealthy habit that I kicked to the curb. Had some carrots and ranch when I got home. My last unhealthy habit for today's video is not eating out all the freaking time because your girl used to eat out once, maybe even 2 times a day. There's nothing wrong with eating out, but what I have found about eating out is it's very easy to get in the habit of continuing to eat out. I find the hard part about eating out is A, you don't know the exact portions of what you are being fed, so it's hard to track your macros. If you're tracking your macros, it's hard to control yourself because I don't know about you, but if I get a plate of food, even if it's 3 times the portion size, I find myself just eating it all, even if I'm full. If you're in a time crunch, I get it, there are healthy options, especially when you are eating out, but I really encourage you to not make a habit of eating out every single day. Learn to meal prep, learn to schedule in your meals. You can make these small little changes every single day that will really add up and have a huge result in the end. I have a ton of meal prep videos. I need to do more. I haven't done a meal prep video in way too long. So learn to plan accordingly, start meal prepping, start waking up 15 minutes early so that you can make your own breakfast, make a grocery list when you go to the grocery store, plan out meals so that every night you come home, you know exactly what you're making and you're not tempted to drive through the In-N-Out drive-through like I am right now. Guys, that is 5 bad habits that I've kicked so far to the curb, I'm never looking back, okay? Help me live a healthy lifestyle. Will do my best because I'm not perfect. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you want to see more unhealthy habits. I definitely want to do a healthy habits I've started since living a healthy lifestyle. I hope you're still pushing every single day for the new year. I love you guys so much, and until next time, I will see you next time.